This chapter is about the basics of implementing a enterprise's LAN's network security. A enterprise's LAN's network security highly relies on following the CIA triad. The CIA triad is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality is the concept of data being both private and secure. Integrity is the concept that this data is in no way changed, added, or removed without authorization. Availability is the concept that an authorized user has access to the system whenever they need to, as long as they are authorized. A network security works a lot like an onion in layers, meaning that you have a physical layer, a network layer, a application layer, a user layer, and a data layer for security. This means an attacker has to penetrate various layers rather than just penetrating one layer and not having to worry about the other layers. It also works on the way back, so even if they penetrate a layer, they have to work their way back through all the other layers. The physical security of an enterprise LAN is also very important. Any spaces or facilities that have access to the network should be properly logged and surveyed. Any spaces that have connectivity to the network should be always logged, and surveillance should be implemented by either using guards or cameras. Any authorization or authentication should be logged, and the staff should be educated in this matter also. The staff should also be educated to inform about any suspicious behavior by any users in the network. For the actual network itself, default configurations in the equipment should be both audited and changed, because a lot of default configurations are by default very unsecure. Various services that are not in use should also be turned off, as well as interfaces currently not in use should be put in the shutdown state, and both also be disconnected in a physical aspect, as in a cable should not be connected to a port. The LAN network should also be segmented, either by using both virtual LANs and physically segmenting the network if needed. Virtual LANs can help you segment the network into specific user groups, as in staff, management, guests, and so on. While physical segmentation basically means that the equipment aren't even connected to each other unless it's specifically required. Redundancy should also be implemented in case some intruder tries to denial of service the network, also in case there is a failure in the equipment. This also can be used later for load balancing in case a lot of traffic is present on the network in specific time frames. Proper security services and equipment should also be used, such as MAC address filtering, so only specific MACs are allowed to use specific ports. User-based authentication and authorization should be implemented also, for example using a radius server. And firewalls, IDS and IPS devices should be used, or services should be used, to prevent any malicious behavior on the network.